Hello, paper crafting friends. Happy Sunday crafternoon. And as you guys find me in your news feed, make sure to say hello. I'm going to go ahead and find myself. I know I say that every week and I have to laugh because that sounds so funny. But there I am. All right. So we are live. Again, welcome to the Creative Chalet Studio. My name is Dawn Borchette. And I'm the owner of Dawn's Creative Chalet. And I'm addicted to inks, paper, and stamps. It's really good to have you here today, and happy Sunday crafternoon to you. So today we're going to be taking a trip into the jungle. But before we do that, I want to just remind you guys of a couple of things. First of all, make sure to share the live. The more people that see us, the happier the world's going to be, right? We're going to get everybody to stamp eventually. So go ahead, once again, say hello, share this Facebook Live. Also, after we're done, I'm going to load this Facebook Live onto YouTube. So if you haven't already, make sure to go right on over to YouTube and do a search for Dawn's Creative Chalet on YouTube. And go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell for all the notifications there. Also, if you want to be a part of my newsletter, I do a weekly newsletter. Sometimes I do reminders and things like that. So you may get several emails in 1 week. But go ahead and take your smartphone, open up your camera, pretend like you're going to take a picture of this silly looking thing right here. This is a QR code and a link will pop up. Go ahead and click on that link. It will take you to what we call a landing page to sign up for my newsletter. It's that easy. So make sure to do that. Also, I appreciate you guys shopping with me and supporting me. You guys are awesome. And this is why I'm here, to help show you how to use the products that you're purchasing. So make sure to use the now February host code at dawnscreativechalet.stampinup.net. And if you decide that you'd like to have me put in your order for you, I can most certainly do that as well. Just let me know what you'd like to order. And also, of course, don't forget we have Bration going on right now. And what that is all about is getting free stuff, earning free things with every $50 or $100 increment of purchase. There's some really fun things in here. And we've added to that, but I'll show that in a minute. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. This is so weird because I know you guys are joining and I can't even see you on my computer. So I'm going to try to see, because I am short, although I do raise my table up when I do my Facebook Lives and I stand. I'm a stander when it comes to my Facebook Lives. So I will try to catch people as you join and see that on my phone instead of my computer. Oh, that's so weird. Also, just to let you guys know, I do have a group on Facebook as well as the page that you're on. This is my business page. But if you like, go ahead and join my community, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet Community. And also, of course, don't forget to check out my blog. After I'm done, what I like to do is load up the YouTube video onto YouTube and also put it on my blog so you can rewatch the replay there or right here where you're viewing from right now. There's also pictures of the projects that we do every Sunday. And there's also a shopping list. So if there's any question on anything that we've used today, you can find it on my blog. Or just reach out to me and I can help you. That's not a problem there. All right. And let's see, what do we have coming up at the chalet? We have some classes coming up in February. So if you're local to me in the Ludington, Michigan or surrounding area, we just had Sip and Stamp over at Starbucks. We had a full table, you guys. That was awesome. That was so much fun. So make sure to put on your calendar for March. March 1st is the first Friday of the month, and that is Sip and Stamp Day over at Starbucks in Ludington, Michigan. And that's on from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Also, I still have some availability for the creative card class this coming Thursday, February the 8th at 10 a.m. 1 p.m., or 6:30. It's $25 or free with a minimum order. We're going to do our last batch of Valentine cards, so in case you're in need of some Valentine cards to send out, and just general love cards, feel free, give me a call. I'll need to have you RSVP no later than Monday, because I need to start cutting for that. And also, we have our product inclusive class coming up on February the 22nd. Again, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. Hello, Miss Judy. Happy Sunday crafternoon. It's so good to see you. So anyway, that's the product inclusive class. It is $48 with a $5 coupon during the class. You're going to walk away with 8 cards, because we do 2 each of 4 different designs. And then it will also include the designer series paper, the embellishment, the linen thread, and also a package of the butterflies. And there is a lot of butterflies in that package. You'll have butterflies for a while. But it's a great class, and you'll walk away with a lot of products, so you can duplicate the cards that you've already made, or just be adventurous and start making some other cards with that suite. It's beautiful. You're not going to regret it. I'll need to have you RSVP by the 15th of February. Actually, no, because I'm going to be gone. Need to actually RSVP. That's wrong. Right here. You'll need to RSVP by the 8th, because I need to order that product, because I am going on a little mini vacation. So I want to make sure I order that stuff before I go. Hey, Evelyn. Hello, and happy Sunday crafternoon to you. Let's see, what else? Celebration. So I told you guys about the celebration goodies in here. With that being said, we have more. They've added to the product selection that you can choose from during celebration. So these are items I believe are all found in the annual catalog. So if you think you've gotten everything you need out of here, you can also go buy some more items that have been added to the online store. And again, if you have more questions, feel free to reach out to me. I've also put this on my blog, so if you would like to check it out, that was just like, I think 2 days ago, I put that on my blog, so you can kind of check everything out again. So we have everything in here yet. As far as I know, everything in here is still available. And then we also have additional products to choose from as well during celebration. You know, it's hard to believe that we have less than a month left of celebration. The first month just went by so fast. And I know I say that every year, but it's so true. Also, just a reminder, see, today is February 4th. So we have until the 10th of this month if you would like to receive the Sweet Springtime February Paper Pumpkin Kit, which is this one right here. And it's hinting Easter or bunny rabbits or springtime. Anyway, so if you would like to receive that kit, if you're not only already subscribed with me as far as Paper Pumpkin goes, make sure to do so if you want to get that kit, because you can't grab the entire kit after that point. You can possibly, if you know somebody who is a subscriber, to get a refill, but the refill does not include the stamp set. And every month, Paper Pumpkin does have an exclusive stamp set just for Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So just want to run that by you guys again to remind you. Also, I think that these are still available. And this is a small die set that's an add-on that will, coordinate. That's what I was looking for in my brain. It will coordinate with all 3 months of these kits. So that's just a bonus. And I think that they were like $12 or $14. I cannot remember exactly. I should know that, but I don't. And then also, I'm going to tease you guys a little bit. I'm going to start talking about this. So online exclusives, we've been talking about this every single week, right? Well, coming up in March, I believe March the 5th is the date that these products plus more will go live for everybody. So if you're a demonstrator, or if you'd like to go ahead and join us during celebration and get this awesome glass mat, by the way, make sure to do so. And then that way you can collect more stuff and get a discount. Like, that's exactly why I joined. I didn't actually join to do all the stuff I'm doing now. This was my choice, but I originally joined just to get more stuff. That was my excuse. I get a discount, I can buy more. But anyway, speaking of buying, on March the 5th, we have new online exclusive items that are going to all of a sudden appear in the online store. That's really exciting, you guys, because not only and it's geared towards a lot of springtime stuff. Oh my gosh, say that 10 times fast. Here's some new DSP that we're going to have. And this is just a little sneaky peeky at some things. And like I said, this is only a fraction of the stuff that I ordered on Thursday, I think it was. So my stuff is due here, of course, tomorrow. So I may have to do a pop on Facebook Live just to show you guys what all is in store for March as we load the new stuff into the online store on March the 5th for everybody. But if you love flowers, this is gorgeous, the zinnias and the dies that go with it and all the goodies. Then we have this as well, the Encircled in Nature, which is really cool. So anyway, so all of this is coming up, plus some. I am going to say there's a suite. Well, is it a suite? Yeah, I guess it would be, because it's got paper and it has a stamp set and dies. I don't remember if there's an embellishment, but just to let you know, it's called a latte something or another. Anyway, it's coffee related. So if any of you are coffee junkies like myself, you're going to want that suite. Trust me, you're going to want to get it early, because I have a feeling that suite is going to be extremely popular. So yeah, heads up on that. So March 5th, new stuff. So exciting. I can't wait. Alrighty. I think I kind of went through everything. So today we're going into the jungle. You're like, what in the heck are you talking about, Dawn? So in the celebration items that we have to choose from, all these goodies, right? I'm going to use this set today for 2 of the sentiments. I'm going to use the Enjoy Your Day and Love You More. And then for the actual feature today, this is what I'm featuring. So we're going to use the Jungle Pals and also the Jungle Pals dies. So these are 2 separate things. This can be, not purchased. You can't purchase these. Oh goodness. These can be earned. This is with a $50 order, and this is with a $100 order. So if you were to place a $150 order, you could get both. I wasn't really, this again was not on my radar, and I know I say that a lot, but until I actually start to create with it, then that's when the magic happens, right? And then we fall in love with the products. So, and I have to apologize, by the way, because I'm going to say this again, so don't let me forget, you guys. Just keep hollering at me. Don't forget to show the other cards. Last week, I was telling you that I had samples, other samples, after we created, and I completely forgot to show you the cards. Like, what was I thinking? I have no idea. I don't know what I was thinking. I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing at the moment with you guys here while I'm live. And then I just, like, I don't know, my brain just has brain farts. But anyway, with that being said, I do have some other samples to show you guys. So I really seriously cannot forget, because they're really cute. So anyway, that's what we are doing today as far as entering into the jungle. Of course, we have our mini catalog. This is available until the end of April, along with our annual catalog, which is our big beefy book that has all the meat and potatoes, as I call it. So anyway, lots of good stuff happening right now. So with that being said, let's go through some things. So I'm using this paper today on a project. And this is also, by the way, a celebration. This is another celebration item, the Most Adored designer paper, and I'm using this on a card today as well. So we're actually combining a lot of other Celebration products with our projects today, which is kind of fun, right? All right, get that stuff out of the way, and let's grab some other things to show you guys that we're using today as well. Grab all these goodies. I have everything in a basket next to me because last time I had things stacked and everything fell. I don't know if you could hear it, but it did. It was like an avalanche. So again, this is a set that we're using today. And it's such a cute set, and it's very generic, which I love, because this can be used with like any designer paper or anything. So there's a lot of different ways you can use that one. That's Celebration. And then we're also using a sentiment from this set called Hot Air Balloons. We're going to use the hang in there, just so you know where it came from. If you're like, where did she get that? And then also today, I believe I used the Stylish Shapes dies. You guys see me go to this all the time. Like, these are one of my go-tos. I love this set of dies. And then we're also using, I think, well, I grabbed them. I'm not sure if I am actually using these, though. I think I decided on something different. But I'm going to show them anyway, because they're great dies. This is the Nested Essential dies. So if you guys don't have both of these sets in your crafting arsenal, you really need to add them. They're like great, like staples to have. They're just like great generic shapes to add to all of your projects, whether you're scrapbooking or making cards or any other type of paper crafting for that matter. All right, let's see. We're gonna grab our stuff here. Whoops. And I have extra stuff that wanted to cling to me. Of course, today, Jungle Pals. So this is our featured item today from Celebration. Like I said, every week for, well, all of January and all of February, we're talking everything Celebration because I don't want anybody to miss out. Along with this, like I said, we have all these beautiful dies that coordinate with it. So again, this is for a $50 minimum order, and this is for a $100 minimum order. If you do place a $150 order to get both, just to mention, don't use the host code, okay? Because at that point, you're going to basically be hosting your own party at the $150 mark. So you'll get even more freebies, which is pretty awesome, right? We love freebies. I always like to mention that because you just never know. Anyway, so there is a lot of dies in this pack, so it's definitely worth getting them free with the $100 purchase. And even if you don't get the Jungle Pals, I'm sure that there are other little animals that you have in your stash that would totally work with these. So we're playing with these, and I've cut everything out in advance. That's why I wanted to show you guys these right now. Alrighty, so the first card today, we're going to change this one up. So what I did on this card, just to show you guys, I cut out a cloud. It was from the Bright Skies bundle, and it was a larger cloud, and I should have left it out, and I'm not even sure where I put it. But what I did is I used a blending brush, and I just added ink around the edges of that cloud to make this background. But we have the Sunny Days Designer Series paper that has clouds for the background. So what I thought I would do is change this up along with you guys to see how it looks with that paper behind it instead of making the clouds. Just, I don't know, for something different, and because I like to keep you on your toes, right? Here's my cheat sheet and all my bits. I've also decided for most of the little animals to color them in advance, just because I try really hard not to keep you guys here all day. And not that I don't want you guys hanging with me all day. Heck, I love that. But I know that you have other things to do today as well. So I try to keep these as short as I can. All right, so for this piece, I actually cut a little short. But it's okay because we're going to put this piece right alongside it. We're going to hide that. So this is a piece that is cut at 5.5 by 4. So I'm going to go ahead and, by the way, this is a piece of the basic white thick cardstock. This is awesome for card bases. I go through so much white, basic white paper. It's crazy. So anyway, this is from, like I said, the Sunny Days Designer Series paper pack that is available. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Kathy, happy Sunday crafternoon. And that is, yeah, kind of like paper saving, for sure. It was like a happy accident. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to put that there anyway, so who cares? This is the back, so that's kind of cute too. And some of the dies from the Bright Skies bundle work with these clouds, so that's kind of cool. It's just fun, and it's always, of course, even more fun when everything coordinates, right? So I'm going to go ahead. This is my multi-adhesive glue that I've put into one of these little, I have a couple of them, and thanks to Evelyn giving me one of these, because I think it's a great idea. It is little, I don't know what you want to call them, squirty bottles? We're going to call them squirt bottles that you can find on Amazon. What I love about it is the tip on it, which is like half the size of the tip that comes on our green glue, as I call it, or multi-purpose glue. We call it green glue because it's in a green case or container. But anyway, the thing is, I have not liked to use this much until I got this. Oh, thanks. I know, right? I think it is a little softer. This is going to be a bolder card, so we're going to see how it turns out. I'm holding my breath. We'll see, Judy. So anyway, it helped me because it just distributes a little bit more glue than really what you need. So I was actually wasting glue, and I was getting glue all over my fingers, which means everything was sticking to me. And then I had this, like, I hate you relationship with green glue. And it's actually awesome glue, but I was using so much of it, and it was getting all over me. And so I have found that this has been very, very helpful. And like I said, you can get these little squirty bottles on Amazon, and they're great. They are great. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just to make sure that I'm lining this up correctly and I don't get my head in your way. There we are. Okay. And then, of course, it's a little bit too long, so I'm going to take my scissors, and on the opposite side, we're going to go ahead, and I'm sure that's going to make my scissors sticky because there's glue on there that has not dried. All right, there we go. So we have that. So already, like you can see right here, it's giving a totally different look. Also, I cut a couple of these out, just in case I make a boo-boo. These were cut out with Granny Apple Green and Lemon Lime Twist. I just love this die. I think it's so much fun. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and attach these. I'm already getting glue on my fingers. Just when I said it was helping me not get glue on my fingers. Oh, gosh. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'll put that one like so. They're going to be swinging around. What are these little sloths, I think? And then what is this, you guys? Help me out here. What is this little dude? Hey, Sharon. Hello and happy Sunday crafternoon. I don't know what this is, you guys. I feel really silly. But anyway, I wanted to add him as well because I keep using the alligator. I keep using the sloths. And the, oh my gosh, the toucan, is that what he is? Toucan Sam. And, you know, I keep forgetting about using this little thing. A lemire? Is that what it is? A lemire? I hope he's normally gray, or he is now because it is art and we can do anything that we want. We could do him pink if we wanted to, right? All right, you guys are awesome. See, I don't even know my animals. Bad me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue to put on these cute little vines Well, thanks, you guys. That's awesome because I had no idea and I felt really silly. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to ask my friends because you guys will know in a heartbeat. So with that being said, we're going to add this little lemire. He's going to be kind of like popping up, I think, because I didn't have him on this card. Like I said, we're kind of winging it on this one. And then we're going to add our little sloths. They're going to kind of swing around here. They're having a lot of fun. And then I've also cut out some of the leaf dies. And I love that they even give that little bit of detail in them. A long E, lemire, I don't know. You guys, I'm sure, are laughing so hard. Heck, I laugh at myself. So go ahead and laugh at me. It's all good. I love you. Anyway, so I'm going to... Oh my gosh, this is too funny. Oh dear. We're going to go ahead and we're going to attach these little critters with dimensionals because it's something that I love. Gotta have the dimensionals, right? So we're going to have him kind of swinging like crazy. They're just having a good old time. And yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. There we are. So they're swinging around, and he's going to be leaping around off of this tree branch. So we'll attach him with a couple of dimensionals as well. We should give him a name. What should we name him, you guys? I think we should name him Kitty Cat. Oh my goodness. I'm having too much fun. And then this card didn't have it, but I cut these leaves and I couldn't help myself. I just thought that they were really cute. So I thought, why not? Whoops, did I put that on backwards? I think I did. Ooh, saved by the bell. So we're going to add a couple of extra. Like I said, this card's going to be a lot different than our sample this time. Just because we're going to have a little, whoops, a little fun here if I don't totally destroy the card. See, again, this glue is getting on my fingers and everything is a-sticking. All right, and we'll put some more down here. We'll put one there. And these are cut, by the way, also in Lemon Lime Twist, which is my absolute all-time favorite color, along with Granny Apple Green. Or Leroy. Should we name him Leroy? All right, his name is now Leroy. This is Leroy. Leroy the Lemire. There we go. I hope I'm saying that right. Now I'm like all paranoid. All right, there we go. And then this was cut from the Stylish Shapes in basic white. And I think we have enough leaves for now. We're going to scoot the rest of these leaves off to the side. And I'm going to use the base, basic gray. Yeah, it's basic gray. I was going to use the black. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So one thing that I've noticed, because Leroy the Lemire, there we go. One thing that I've noticed using the memento pads, and of course mine get used a lot between me using them and when I have everybody over to stamp, they're using them. They're using the same ink pads. So with that being said, I think something about these ink pads, they like concave after a while because they are made differently than our other stamp pads, because obviously this is a name brand, right? And this is what I would call a felt ink pad. So with that being said, we're constantly putting more pressure on our stamps to ink with this one, right? Whereas with our other ink pads, the Stampin' Up! Ink pads, they're like a foam felt ink pad. That means that the ink is going to suspend closer to the top of the ink pad. So that's why I say don't pounce on your ink pads, because they just need a gentle tap, tap, tap. the ink is suspended to the top of the ink pad, and they're meant to do that so that they're easier to use and suspend the ink onto our stamps easily. Anyway, with that being said, sometimes when I'm using, and again, I've had mine for quite some time, I would say at least 3-4 years. And with the amount of use that my memento pads get, I think after a while pouncing on them, right? And it gets this little like a concave or a little curve to them. And then they don't ink as well. So, you know, an ink pad only has so much of a life, right? And I just need to actually replace my memento pads, because I've noticed when I do replace them, they do stamp much better. But if they've gotten a lot of use and they concave, you may have a hard time with them. And it's kind of like, how do I want to put it? You know, when you purchase a toothbrush, and a lot of them have, you know, that little line in the toothbrush, and after it vanishes or it fades away, that means it's time to replace your toothbrush. Well, ink pads are the same way. I know that's kind of weird, but it's just a good way to, I guess, I don't know, explain the usage of our ink pads. Now, I don't know. I might, let's see here. So anyway, I just wanted to run that by you guys, because they have a shelf life to them. So if it gets to the point where you're having a hard time with your memento black, because we need that memento black to use our Stampin' Blends, right? So with that being said, just don't give up on it completely. Just get a new pad. They're only like, what, $6? And it's really well worth replacing them, and a lot less headache for you. I don't know, where should we put this? Now they put the leaves on here, I'm a little perplexed. Maybe we'll put it at the bottom. That's true, Kathy. Very, very true. Sorry, I was reading Kathy's remark. So true. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this on with a couple of dimensionals. So you can see it's given it a totally different look, using some Designer Series paper for the background and adding our Lumiere Leroy here. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Alrighty, so he doesn't feel left out. We've actually used him, which makes me feel better. So anyway, you guys tell me which one you like better. This one's pretty generic, you know, pretty plain. We just jazzed it up. We just took it up a couple of notches with some dies and adding Leroy there and all that fun stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and venture off to this card right here. Whoops, got some leaves that are hanging around. This card here is using the sentiment from Heartfelt Hellos. So we're going to use this one right here. And we're going to use it as a background stamp and also as our sentiment. So with that, get all my pieces out here. My little cheat sheet. All right. And let's see, we're going to put that there. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is I want to do a background. And we're going to be stamping with Crushed Curry. It's a fun color. Like, this is my favorite yellow. It's just, I don't know, it's a happy color. And this is a piece of the Crushed Curry cardstock cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then I should have, yep, I do, a piece inside, which is basic white, that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to go ahead and place this inside the card so we have a liner. Always looks more finished with a liner inside our card. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab, I've already put it on a block, our Enjoy Your Day stamp. And I am going to stamp this at an angle. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, I know, you guys. You're like, sure. No, but seriously, it's just a background. Most of it is going to be covered, so don't worry too much about it. But we're just going to go across our card like so. This color reminds me of the sunshine that's out today. Michigan has not seen too many days of sunshine. And I tell you what, I have felt it. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I definitely need the sun. And I can tell I have that whole, what do they call that? That sad thing going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, bring out the sunshine already. This, of course, is our little chamois thing. It's nice and squishy, and it comes along with this glass mat, which I love. Okay, I think we're done with this color. I'm going to go ahead and, before we go any further, because I am wearing white. And yeah, I really don't want this stuff on my white top today. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Okay, so we have that all stamped up. And then I decided to kick this up a little bit too. Whoops, I'm having all of my little dies falling all over the place here. Let me grab this. So once again, I used Lemon Lime Twist for a couple of leaves. I've also cut, in case I needed them or wanted to, a couple of the smaller leaves in those dies, and that's Granny Apple Green. I've cut a flower, and that is Crushed Curry. Hey, Nancy. Happy Sunday crafternoon. And then these two pieces here, this again, I love this little sunshine. It's so much fun. This piece is cut at, let me check my cheat sheet. All right. The Designer Series paper is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And the piece of Crushed Curry cardstock is cut at 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. You're like, oh, you're killing me. Those eighths. You know what, you guys, I found, speaking of, and I didn't know I had it. Let me see if I can find it here again. I thought that this was so cool. Yeah, okay. Make sure that this is right side up, and it is. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I found a ruler that's obviously clear. There we go. Now you can see it. And check it out. It's got the eighths on there for me because I still have a heck of a time with eighths. I don't know why, but I do. Hi, Carol. Happy Sunday crafternoon. But anyway, I just found that that's very helpful for me so I can continue to look at it. So those eighths embed in my brain. And you know what? I've been a paper crafter forever, and it's still, I get hung up on those. I don't know why. Does anybody else? Or am I the only one? And once I look at the, you know, the ruler as I'm cutting, it makes sense, but I don't know. It just, I've never been good with math. In school, I always struggled with that. So maybe that's part of it. Who knows? Okay, we're going to go ahead and layer these together. So see what I mean? That's just like a little bit of a background on your card, which makes it really cool. And then we're going to go ahead and attach this with some dimensionals. I need stock and dimensionals. Whoops, I didn't put that on there quite enough. There we go. Okay. Awesome. I know, right? I do too, Carol. It's a struggle for me, and I don't know why. Like I said, I've been paper crafting since the mid-90s, and for some reason, my little brain sometimes, it just doesn't always compute. Okay, now I'm going to grab this gray, again, the basic gray, and I'm going to go ahead and take that same stamp that we used for the background, and I'm going to ink that bugger up, and we're going to stamp this. Oh, it looks like I need to re-ink that off to the right-hand side, just like that. And by the way, this is a piece of basic white, and it is cut at, I know I wrote this down. If not, we'll just measure it. 1 1/4 by 4 on this piece. 1 1/4 by 4. So that one isn't so bad. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and, actually I cut that way too long. We're going to trim that down. What was I thinking? I must have had my head in the clouds. Actually, I'm going to cut it to 4 1/4. Whoa. I have stuff falling all over. Okay, so once again, 1 1/4 width, and I cut it to 4 1/4 lengthwise. And we're going to go ahead and glue this down, get that out of the way. There we go. Just like that. And then the only thing that I did not color was this little Toucan Sam. And I grabbed the pumpkin pie, light and dark. Hey, Beth. Hi. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Good to see you. And then I also grabbed the petal pink. Yep, petal pink. And this is the dark petal pink. And then I also grabbed, I think this is black. Yeah, the basic black in both the dark and the light. All right, so we're going to color him up. Let's see here. Let's do the darker black. First of all, I'm not really good at coloring, so it makes me nervous, you guys watching me color. But this is why, too, I usually do all of my coloring beforehand, just 'cause. But, hey, I'm up for the adventure today and for the task. And I'm just with friends, so there's no judging, right? All right, so there is part of his body. And then we're going to do, I think, no, let's wait on that. Oops, I forgot his other little wing here. There we go. And then for his beak, I used the dark pumpkin pie. Oops, I think I want the bullet side. And then the light. Whoops. Again, I want to use the other side. I keep grabbing the brush tip, which is great, but it doesn't give me as much control. Whoa. In these smaller little areas. And then we're going to go ahead and use the petal pink. All right. So he's got like the ombre look going on there. He's kind of cute. And then as far as the rest of his body, I'm going to leave it white. We're going to do that. Less chance of me goofing it up, right? All right. We're going to go ahead and take these cute little leaves that we've cut. Like I said, I love these dies. They have all that detail in them. They're so much fun. So we're going to go ahead and glue these down with a little bit of multi-purpose glue. Just like so. And then we're going to attach Toucan Sam with a couple of dimensionals. We're going to give all of our little critters names by the time we're done here. Whoops, there we go. And we'll attach him like so. And then I have, whoops, I have a dimensional cover we could use as an embellishment. You know, actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? That'd be kind of funny. Okay, we're going to use this little crushed curry flower. And I think we'll stick them right there. And I don't think I'm going to add these other little leaves. But the other thing I'm going to grab are these. When we first got these, you know, available, well, when they became available and I ordered them, thank you, Nancy. I was a little perplexed on what to do with these because they're so tiny, right? And our cards seem like mammoth compared to these itty bitty little flowers. But they work great inside of other flowers. So I'm going to take my Picket tool. And on the side, it's got the little putty tool to grab things because I have fake nails. So I need all the help that I can get. And it's fun because it grabs up those little things like that to put that right in place. Now, the only thing that we do need yet, and don't sneeze while you have these open, just a tip. All right, we're gonna go ahead and I already tied linen thread bow. Find my glue dots here. We're gonna attach this, whoops, those glue dots want to attach to my nails. Okay, there we are. And I think we'll just put it right there. There's card number 2. What do you guys think of that one? Isn't that fun? I like it. He is fun. All right, now we have one more card. I'm trying to figure out where I put my other card. Oh, there it is. Okay, for later. So we can set them out for later. This is another fun one. And again, this is using the this is not Sunny Days DSP. This is Most Adored DSP. Oh, you missed the other card? I'll show them to you. It's cute, and it's the one that I had as a sample is actually easier than the one we did. Only because we stepped it up, so to speak. It wasn't that it was any more difficult. We just added more stuff to it, but I'll show it to you in a minute, Nance. So this right here is another fun card. And now that I'm looking at it, now I know why I put the Nested Essential dies in my basket. So I'm hoping that I actually did cut out that part. And I am not seeing it, so I bet I did not. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna take a minute and I need to cut out a shape that I completely forgot. Bad me. I'm like, why did I have these in my basket? Well, duh, now I know. So I think it was this one that we're gonna use. Yes. So if you can barely see it, but it's used as like the base to put all the other stuff on. And I believe that that is Balmy Blue. So let me grab that really quick. I'm sorry, guys. We'll cut one out here real quick. Now, one of these days I'm going to be prepared and have everything all set to go before you guys are here. Okay, there we go. I grabbed a scrap. We're going to go ahead and cut this. Okay. Whoops. There we are. Now we're cooking with gas. Sorry about that. Okay. And put this back before I lose it. Have you guys ever done that? Where you forget to put something away and then you can't remember where it's from? Hey, Karen. Happy Sunday afternoon. It's good to see you, ma'am. Alrighty. So we got a whole bunch of bits and bobbles here. Let's see. Okay. So first of all, we have a piece of real red cardstock, and I cut it at 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at 5.5, and I also made another score at 7.25. So it was going the long direction, and I scored it at 5.5 and 7.25. And what we're going to do, we're going to fold this so it flips to the outside of the card, and we're going to use our bone folder, give it a nice crisp fold. So I guess you want to call this a fun fold. It's a very easy fun fold. And then I have a piece of basic white. This is cut at 4 by 5.25. I'm going to go ahead and attach this inside so we can get that big piece right out of our way. There we go. Perfection. And then we have cut, in fact, I don't need this piece. I cut one too many. So we have 3 pieces of Designer Series paper. And again, this is paper that you can find during Celebration. It's called Most Adored, and it is one of my favorites. I love it because I love hearts and I love plaid and it's just fun. And then the opposite side, gosh, I can't talk today, is gold foil designs. So if you're into the gold, that's very pretty too. Then you can also color that with your Stampin' Blends, any color, and still have the gold foil pop, which is kind of fun. All right, so this piece, the piece with the little hearts, is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Then we have 2 pieces of the plaid. One is cut at 1 by 5 1/4. And then the other, let's see here, I cut at, I believe, 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. So this is actually going to go on the inside, and this is going to go on the outside along with this piece. So I'm going to get these out of the way. They're just in the way. We got lots of stuff going on this card. So first of all, let's go ahead and do the 2 3/4 by 5 1/4 piece to the front and inside that flap that we made. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to glue this flap right down. So that glue is going to take a minute to set up. But in the meantime, I'm going to put this piece on that flap that we just glued down, and this is 1 by 5 1/4. There we are, just like so. Then this is a little larger of a piece. This is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And again, we're using our multi-purpose glue. I want to make sure I get this on straight. That way, when our card is closed, you don't see the white in there. You see that pretty paper. Isn't that fun? Easy peasy, right? An easy, fun fold. And then we have this from our Nested Essential Dies. And we're going to build on this piece. This is going to be kind of fun. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to attach this with a couple of dimensionals. And I'm putting them off to the left side of the card because obviously we don't want glue on the right side, otherwise we'd glue our card shut, which don't laugh because I have done that before. Yeah, talk about a big oopsie. So they're on the left-hand side, and we just want to pop that up a little bit. And then, wow, I really cut a lot of extra pieces here. Holy cow. Okay, so we have Mr. Alligator here, but we're going to add him last. So again, I had fun with the Granny Apple Green and the Lemon Lime Twist for the die cuts. And let's see. And actually, on my sample card, I cut that in Lemon Lime Twist, whereas I cut these in Granny Apple Green. We're using them just 'cause, right? It's still going to look just as cute. So I think I'll put that right about there. And then we have a couple of these cute leaves, also in Granny Apple Green. Or some people call it gag. You get it? Granny Apple Green, G-A-G. Yeah, I know. Silly. The silly things we do. All right. And there we go. And then I cut a whole bunch of these little hearts and flowers and all kinds of stuff. So this heart is from, let me see here, Give It a Whirl. Give It a Whirl. Those standalone dies. And there are 3 different hearts in there. And I love the shape and the size of this heart. So we're going to use that. I'm going to use a dimensional on this one towards the bottom. And we're going to put it right about there. And let's see here. Oh, I did put a little bit of some of that jungle-ish stuff behind there, but I'm not sure I like that there. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Do you guys talk to yourself too when you make your cards? I do all the time. Yeah, I have a conversation with myself all the time. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put him down with dimensionals as well. We didn't need a name for our alligator, you guys. Anybody have a good name for him? Andy the alligator? Oh, it's good to see you too, Karen. And no problem at all. Can always watch the replay for sure. Okay. And then what I'm going to do with these, since I kind of wasn't paying attention to where my flowers were, well, I guess we could still put them like by his butt. I guess we'll do that. We'll do that. Why not? I'm going to use a little bit of multi-purpose glue. And yeah, and glue these down. And then we're going to use those cute little flower embellishments again. Oh, and I also have my bow with linen thread that I've already done. And get my mini glue dots here to attach it. Let's do it. I'm going to put it right here. This is just going to look a little different from our other card. I'm just going rogue today, you know. Let's see. We need these little guys again. And I'm going to put a little tiny dot of glue in the center of each of the flowers. And then I need my take your pick tool, and we're going to use the yellow flowers so they stand out. Oh, isn't that cute? Sometimes it's the tiniest of details that make your card, you know? Okay, there we go. Oh, that's so cute. And then just for kicks, oops, I want to make sure that's on there. There we go. Otherwise, I'd have flowers all over the place. I did cut a couple more of these hearts, and I thought it would be cute, since it's kind of a Valentine-ish card, just to add these extra little hearts. Just cuz, right? Just cuz. There we go. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. And then on the inside of this card, I put some little flowers inside there, and I also used this little vine thing. So let's go ahead. We'll attach that in there just because we can. In fact, I might leave it a little longer than what I did on the other one here. Although it would poke out, and you'd see it if I let it go. Yeah, that's true. So we'll do this. Okay. There we go. Looks good. And then I'm going to take my snips and trim this little guy off. Whoops. There we are. And then I need my stamp from the Heartfelt Hexagon. Is it Heartfelt? Heartfelt Hellos. I don't know why. We have two sets, and they're named close to the same because they both coordinate with the hexagon punch. Gets me every time. All right. And make sure I stamp it right side up. Hey, hi, Lisa. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Oh, isn't that cute? Love it. Whoops. And here I had all these extra, I don't know why I cut out all these extra pieces, but I did. So now at least I have something for another card. Cool. All right. So that is card number 3. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show them all to you guys again. Oops, I'm going to close up my glue before it dries out. That's always a good thing. All right. So this was card number 1. We just did quite a bit, I don't know, a little bit more to this card. I don't know. Which one do you guys like? Do you like the softer card where I did the clouds myself for a background, or do you like the Designer Series paper clouds? They're both kind of fun. And then we did the Enjoy Your Day with Mr. Toucan Sam. And then, of course, we have Mr. Alex the Alligator. I'm not sure what to name him. But anyway, those are the 3 cards that I have for you guys today. I don't know, what do you think? Which one is your favorite? I'm going to hang out with you just for a minute here and say hi. And don't let me forget, I have samples too, you guys. I'm not going to go this time without showing you the samples. So Evelyn says she likes the DSP on it. I kind of do too. It's just different. It's more of a bold card. Yeah. Okay, so I do have some other samples for you guys using both the stamp set and the dies. Karen says alligator. I kind of like the alligator too. He's so cute. So I was watching a friend of mine the other day, and I don't do that too often. I normally don't give myself time to do that, but I had some time, and her name is Ali Gomez, and I love her style. So I decided I'm going to give her credit because she designed the next 3 cards. I made them, but I just, oh, is the alligator yours too, Jude? Good. Oh, I love it too. So I decided to go ahead, and I tweaked them slightly, but she designed these cards I thought were so cute. And so with that, of course, art is meant to be shared. So I decided to go ahead and use her designs and tweak them slightly. So here is the tiger, which I thought was really cute. And then here's another alligator card. Isn't that cute? I love it. I'm trying to think of, and here I just did these, the sentiments came from another stamp set outside of Celebration. And now I can't remember what it was. Oh, I think it was Hooray, Hooray for You. I think that's that bundle that's in the mini catalog. But whoops, and that was like super close, wasn't it? Like, whoa. And then here was the 3rd one, which I thought just was really cute. And then also this one. So this was made with some designer paper, but on the mellow side. And then we colored the sloths with the blends, but also cut them out with cardstock. So something just a little bit different. The blends work a little differently on our cardstock than they do on our white or vanilla, but I still like the way that this turned out. And again, I use those cute little flowers, which I think just pop against the pecan pie. That sounds good enough to eat, doesn't it? Here's another tiger card, something very simple. Do you like the colorful one? Me too. Me too, Evelyn. And then here is a card that I cased. For the most part, I tweaked it slightly, but from the Celebration brochure, because I was like at a loss on what to do with this stuff. So when you're ever at a loss, go ahead and case what's in the catalog, and that will help kind of spark your creativity. It always does for me anyway. And then here is another card using the little toucan and some different DSP that's from the annual catalog. I believe this is from like the Brights or something like that, the 6x6. And then also there's this one that I made. So it's kind of a stepped up version of that one. And again, I cased this, as we call it, copy and share everything, right? Right from the Celebration brochure. I just thought it was adorable. And I'm like, you know what? I'm making that card. I think it's cute. And then the sentiment was from Zany Zoo, I believe. And I think that was all of them. Yeah. So there's a few more bits of inspiration for you guys along with today's cards. Awesome. So next week, we are still celebrating Celebration. And I think, let me see what's on my schedule. I actually made a schedule for the entire 2 months of Celebration, so I could keep myself on track and not forget anything. I believe that next week on the 11th, we're going to be doing Flight and Airy Designer Series paper and the Pool Party ribbon that are both Celebration items in that little brochure. Unless, I don't know, I shouldn't change my mind. I think that that's what I'll do. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you so much. Thank you very, very much for being here and sharing your Sunday afternoon or Sunday crafternoon with me. That's supposed to be a heart. I know it doesn't look like it, but that's what it's supposed to be. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me and my business. I appreciate you so much. And I will see you next week, same time, same place. You take care, Carol. Thank you so much for popping on and joining me. But I'll see you guys next week. On the 18th, I will be out of town, so I'll probably do a pre-recorded video for Sunday Crafternoon. So, but next week I will be here, 1 o'clock Eastern time. Can't wait to see you guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.